Hi everybody, 2025 Guernsey Press Pride of Guernsey Awards. Hope you enjoyed your food. Big thank you to our hosts here this evening, St Pierre Park, for some fine food. Now time for the awards. First we're going to introduce our co-host for the evening. It's great to have them here. They're huge supporters of this event. Please welcome Joe and Andy Prio. How you doing, guys? Good to see you.
Hello.
Looking beautiful, as always. Now, Joe, first of all, congratulations. MBE. And very well deserved. I mean, it came as a huge surprise, obviously, but when did you pick up the goods?
I go on the 4th of November. It's a Tuesday, and we're going to Windsor, aren't we?
Windsor Castle.
You went to Buckingham Palace.
I did.
So the thing is, now you're both on the same level. You're both MBEs. What happens next? Maybe a surfer.
I'd just rather be a baron, if that's okay.
Yeah, there you go. Joe, we were here for the Pride of Guernsey Awards. Some very exciting things going on, though. Pride of Britain for you next week. Tell us more.
Oh, well, we go in the Red Eye tomorrow morning, and they're filming it on Monday. So we're going to be all day in filming, and then they'll be on TV on Thursday. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so, of course, we wish you well. We wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Of course, a pre-recorded show, so Thursday night on the TV.
On TV on Thursday, yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to wait and see if you're a winner. Well, have fun and enjoy it. Andy, you all right?
I'm very good. How are you?
Very chilled, aren't you?
Lovely to hear you, mate, tonight.
Well, it's good to have you guys here.
You've got a great face for radio as well.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. I mean, you're still busy with the motor racing stuff. You're on the board of directors at Silverstone, keeps you busy, and you're still racing as well.
And I'm Joe Prio's husband.
Yes, don't forget that bit. But you're having fun still.
Yes, I am. I'm really enjoying learning the new way of working. You know, being a sportsman all my life to now sitting on the board at Silverstone is quite a grown-up job, really, but I'm enjoying it and learning a lot. And following Sebastian as well, who's had a great season. And, still driving the odd race car, more on historics, which fits with my age and everything else. But, I'm happy. I'm really enjoying life.
And the charity, 22 years now for the Prio Premature Baby Foundation. It's going from strength to strength still.
It is, thank you. Yeah, it's 22 years in November, and it really is going from strength to strength. We've now got a new fundraiser helping us out, so just keeping the momentum going, keeping the flats going, and helping the community.
Some amazing work going on. Yeah, round of applause for the charity.
I think, Carlos, without Joe's drive and ambition, the charity wouldn't be what it is today, but also with all the people in the room here, what they do for the community, it's so special. And it's a real, we're very proud of all of you. If you win or lose tonight, you're not losing, you're all winners. And we're very proud of you guys.
Very well said. Finally, Andy, we mentioned earlier you've supported this event, 10th anniversary tonight. What does it mean to you?
Well, first of all, thanks to the Guernsey Press for making this event possible. It's just really important to show the community what these amazing people do. And I think for me, it's an inspirational evening. My nerves are a bit frazzled after 30 years of motorsport, and I do have a little bit of an emotional cry every now and again. So it is really tough to see some of these amazing people come here and achieve what they set out to do, and they go beyond the norm for everybody, and that's a very special thing. Very special. Yeah.
Joe and Andy, thank you. 2 MBEs on the stage.
Thank you.
You'll hear from them shortly. Thank you. Thank you very much, Joe and Andy. Right, time for the main event, the Pride of Guernsey 2025. The winners in each of the 13 award categories will receive a £1,000 prize and one of our very coveted Pride of Guernsey medals as well. As we said at the start of the night, you're all winners this evening. Some brilliant stuff going on. First is the Bailiwick Community Hero, sponsored by Vega Technology. Now, this award, let me just explain what it's about, this first award. It's to really thank those who promote and protect our islands and who play a part in preserving our identity, heritage, way of life, really, creating a community we can be very proud of. So to go through our 3 finalists, here's Joe.
Right, and the first one tonight is Paul Bourgays for his work with the Feston Guernsey, which restores and preserves the island's Second World War bunkers, and which he co-founded 20 years ago, promoting tourism in the island. And second nomination is the Ivy Trust for supporting families affected by stillbirths, including the establishment of the Ivy Garden in the ground hospital. And the third nominee is Bernie Legale for his tireless commitment to the organisation of the annual A1 Crab Supplies Christmas Raffle, which raises money for the RNLI and has raised more than $70,000 since 2022. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you very much, Joe. Some amazing finalists there. To find out who's going to win, to present the award from Vega Technology, please welcome Mandy Collings.
Wow, I get to start it all off. Scary. So, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Guernsey Press and everyone, for making tonight such a lovely evening and giving me the honour of kicking off the proceedings. I'm very pleased to stand here before you tonight on behalf of Vega Technology. At Vega, we strive to be part of the Guernsey community, but we can definitely take some lessons from our finalists tonight. We believe that our core values, collaboration, honesty and trust, aren't just words on a wall. They guide everything we do, from the way we build technology to the way we support our community. And that's why the Community Hero Award holds such a special place in our hearts. And we are pleased to be sponsoring it again this year. It celebrates individuals who embody the same values, not in boardrooms or offices, but out in the world, where they see a real change. These are people who see a need, step up and make a difference. They remind us that heroism isn't about headlines, it's about heart. Tonight, we honour 3 extraordinary finalists. Paul Borghese, who has worked tirelessly to promote Guernsey since co-founding Festung Guernsey in 2005. He and his group have worked to restore and preserve Guernsey's Second World War bunkers, lead tours, and are involved in organisation of the Liberation military cavalcades. They have taken over the lease of the underground hospital, and a recent visitor of mine commended the island for keeping and maintaining our history, and this is largely due to Paul and his group. Then we have A1 Crab Supplies, Bernie Legale, or should it really be Little Ted? The team has been nominated for their organisation of the annual Christmas raffle that raises money on behalf of the RNLI, an organisation that, being an island community, is close to all our hearts. Bernie has created an astonishing initiative that the whole community looks forward to each year. He and his family put in so much effort behind the scenes, selling the tickets, organising prize donations, which you can see through the incredible amounts they raise each year. Last year, they raised £30,000. And last but not least, we have the Ivy Trust. Shelley and Colin Sampson founded the Ivy Trust in 2012 after their daughter Grace was stillborn. Initially, with the aim of raising money to purchase beds for fathers on Loveridge Ward, but the charity has provided stillbirth bereavement support to many since then, working to raise awareness of baby loss. They have also been commended for their work in creating a reflection garden on the grounds of Princess Elizabeth Hospital and providing bespoke memory boxes. These provide a safe place to remember those who have passed and for parents to keep precious items safe. Each of these finalists is a hero in their own right, and in my eyes, they're all winners. But tonight we celebrate one whose impact has truly stood out across the community due to how their work touches and engages the whole community, including those not even fully resident on the island. As I admit, I bought tickets when I used to visit way before moving here. So, without further ado, as I'm sure you've guessed by now, the winner of the 2025 Community Hero is Bernie Legale. And Little Ted. Well done. And I just want to say congratulations to Bernie and Claire. Your dedication, compassion and leadership as well are a beacon for us all. On behalf of Vega Technology and everyone here, I'd like to thank you for being our community hero.
Thank you.
Wow. We never expected to be here today. It all started a few years ago when we just thought we'd raise maybe £500 for the lifeboat. How wrong were we? The charity is very close to our heart. Mainly, it's a vital service for anyone who lives on an island. You'll never know when you're going to need it. And we believe it is a really worthy cause, which is why we do what we do. We'd like to thank everybody, because without the donations, people who buy the tickets, the people who have nominated us for this award, and everyone who's voted for us, we wouldn't be here today. And it's not just... we don't do it for the recognition, we do it to raise money for the charity, as well as everyone else, and to be pitted against these well-deserving people as well. It just feels absolutely amazing to have been awarded this honour. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
What a great start. Congratulations. And good evening, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, on the Guernsey Press YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. Next award of the night is the Sports Volunteer of the Year. This one's sponsored by Dominion. And this award really recognises those who dedicate their time to local sports, and without whom many of the activities and pastimes which many of us enjoy probably wouldn't happen. So Andy's going to go through the 3 finalists for us.
The goggles on now, I'm afraid. I'm getting older. The glasses need to come out. Okay, the finalists for the Sports Volunteer of the Year are Damien Fitzgerald. Damien has been coaching the Rovers minis and juniors for the past 10 years, and now takes the club's under-13s and organises local minis tournaments for all ages. Well done. And next up we have Nick Legg, who has been volunteering with the Guernsey FC since its very beginning in 2011, raising money, organising events and hosting visits, visiting sides, in fact doing almost everything except scoring goals. Well done, Nick. And last but not least, we have Rebecca Meredith, who started leading the Year 6 football team at the Rangers Football Club last season and has turned the long faces of losing teams into lots of smiles. Well done and good luck. Carl, over to you.
Thank you very much, Andy. To present the award, please welcome from Dominion, Tim Nelson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have to say that I'm very, very glad that I'm getting the opportunity to be second of the 13. If I was at the end of the queue rather than the beginning of the queue, there's so much emotion in this room, so much joy, so much passion. It's truly amazing. I'm not sure how good I'd be at doing this speech if I was later in the queue, but here I am. So good evening. I hope that you're having a good time. I am. It's a fantastic event. Thank you to the organisers. Thank you to Guernsey Press. Truly inspiring, shining a very, very bright light on the very best of Guernsey. What more could we ask for? For me, a genuinely humbling experience to be sharing the room with all of you. Humbling, and yet at the same time, actually inspiring. I don't know you all. I don't know your stories. I'm going to hear more about the things that you've all done as we go through the course of the evening. But just being here and having the opportunity to take part is inspiring. I feel inspired. Thank you very much indeed for giving me the opportunity. My company, Dominion, has been in Guernsey for 20 years. Many of you have probably never heard of us. We're clearly failing. We're a financial services business with clients in 20 countries around the world and offices in 5 of them. Guernsey's our home and our headquarters, and I'm proud to say that it's also my home. Sport is very dear to my heart. Sadly, the years have passed and I'm no longer actively competing or playing, so my sporting activities these days are limited mostly to watching. If I just find a few minutes to watch some TV, almost always the sports channels will be selected. Here in Guernsey, we have some participation in sport. We sponsor the Vikings in rugby and the ladies under-19 netball team here in Guernsey, and we have other involvements in sport in different parts of the world. Sport's important to me. Our category is Sports Volunteer of the Year. The most important word in that sentence or phrase is volunteer. Our small island has some fabulous players and participants in teams who punch above their weight on a broader stage, but none of this would be possible without the commitment, time, effort and dedication of a veritable army of volunteers who work tirelessly, frequently behind the scenes and without any recognition at all, to make all of that activity possible. The island would be a much, much poorer place without their input, help and support. And we should all be grateful that they are willing, capable, and do make a difference and commit their time and effort. Thank you to all of them. We have 3 nominees, as you've heard. And in fairness, all 3 of them would be worthy winners. Firstly, Nick Legg, as you've heard. Should we call him Mr. GFC? Nick was involved with GFC right at the beginning, and his nominator tells me that he hadn't been so actively involved, he may never have got off the ground in the first place. Here's a number that I did not know, and most of you won't. Guernsey FC requires money to continue to operate. Nick is the commercial director of the enterprise that has to raise £500,000 a year to work. That is an astonishing amount of money for a small island. Congratulations, Nick, and very well done. Clearly, that's only possible because of the hard work and dedication he puts into that huge challenge. And in his own words, the club's actually like an extended family to him. It almost must be, sir. It almost must be. Our second nominee is Rebecca Meredith. Previously, Rebecca played for Guernsey, represented Guernsey at football. She now coaches Year 6 at Rangers. A team that was, shall we be generous and say, was struggling, has been turned into a team of enthusiastic winners, thanks to her dedication, commitment, skill, insight, and passion. I've heard comments from many, many parents and the children who play with Rebecca. They are universally thankful that she took the chance to take a part with Rangers in the Year 6 team. They are all extremely grateful and thankful for everything that you do. In her own words, seeing kids' confidence grow and finding themselves is what matters to her. A true believer in the role of the volunteer. And finally, Damien Fitzgerald. Damien is another outstanding nominee. He spent 10 years as a coach at Rovers, and his nomination is for his tireless efforts with the under-13s. In the words of his nominator, what shines most about him is the time he takes to ensure each player is an individual and is able to be the best he can. Wish I had that skill, frankly. Damien's dedication is unwavering. He also organises tournaments in Jersey, And that's a significant commitment of time and effort to which we all ought to be very, very grateful. The clubs and teams that these volunteers are involved in ought to be extremely grateful that they have all that joy, passion, enthusiasm, skill working with them and alongside them. They all make a significant differences to those teams and clubs. Sadly, however, there can, of course, only be one winner. I am genuinely delighted and honoured to announce that the winner of this year's Sports Volunteer Award is Rebecca Meredith. Wow.
Just like to say thank you. I haven't written a speech because I really didn't expect it. So I really don't know what to say, but yeah, really means a lot to me. So thank you so much for everyone that nominated me. Thanks to the judges, and yeah, I'll carry on doing what I'm doing because I think I'm winning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Huge congratulations to Rebecca. Thank you, Tim, as well. Right, next we move on to Carer of the Year, sponsored by Specsavers. Now, this award, it honours those in our society who selflessly give up their time to care for others, whether they're maybe family members, friends, loved ones, animals, patients. So let's find out who's up for the prize. Our three finalists with more details on them. Here's Joe.
And our first nominee is Halo, a new business inspired by a family situation which empowers people to live fulfilling lives in their own homes through their provision and personalised assistance. Number 2 is St John's Event First Aiders, a team of volunteers who provide first aid cover at nearly 100 public events every year. And the third nominee is Marla Vieira, a carer at Bronhill Nursing Home for the past 15 years, who is well known for her love of song, dance and a laugh. Good luck, everyone.
Dame Mary Perkins.
Hello, everyone. Great Saturday night, isn't it? Do you know, I heard James say earlier that one of the things I say is that everyone are winners, and it's true. They don't have me as a judge anymore because I can't choose. I'm serious. Never mind, anyway. It's incredible. Anyway, being in this room tonight with so many amazing people it's quite humbling. It really is. Some of the things that have been done, and we've been hearing from Joe here just now, what's for the carers. And it's one that Specsavers is really pleased to play just a little small part in that, because caring for our customers is really at the heart of everything that we do in our business. And I'm glad there's none of my colleagues here, or not one colleague here, but the optician colleagues, because they get fed up of me saying the customer is your new best friend and you treat them as your new best friend. And it's true. You know, if you do that, you can't go wrong, can you? And that's what our carers have been doing. So it's really good to be honouring people on the table I was sat in who did this all the time, so selflessly for others, and it's a privilege and a pleasure to have met everyone here tonight, so amazing. I won't list them all out. You've heard what has been said, that we have the St John's Event First Aiders, I think they're fairly noticeable. Got your wonderful uniforms on. Yeah, really smart. Yeah, well done. Yeah, green is my favourite colour. Anyway, never mind. And then we got that halo. And I think that's so important with everybody's getting older. Yes, we can't turn the clock back, Mary. But anyway, and to live in your own home and have full lives and to be helped with people like Halo is really good. And of course, the real carers that we hear about, and Maria here tonight, thank you so much. It's really absolutely amazing. It's amazing. I'm quite overcome. Anyway, so I'm going to be really pleased, with great pride, to present the Carer of the Year Award, which I've got here and here, to a really remarkable group. Now, this is going to give away who the winner is, but I've got to say these things. This dedicated team of volunteers quietly stand at the heart of our community. You've been hearing a lot about that tonight. And they provide first aid cover up to 90 public events every year. We do a lot in Guernsey. This is important. And that goes from like Liberation Day, which we all know and love, to things like Vrai Marché, the North Show, the South Show, all the shows there. And it's their presence there that make these cherished events that we all like to go ahead safely. And that's important in the day and age we live in. We've got to make sure that crowds of people are safe. So thank you to that. What makes their contribution even more extraordinary is they do it all voluntarily. So they're volunteering their time for all these events. They give their time, and that's quite a lot, their energy, don't know where they get that from, and their care. There's no doubt about that. They don't do it for recognition, but they believe in supporting others and making sure that we're all okay. Their nominator put it really beautifully. It says they go their extra mile just by being there. And I think that's quite true, because they're calm and it's their approachable presence makes the safe place for everyone in these events. They're not just first aiders, really, are they? They're guardians of our community spirit, which is what we're hearing right around this room tonight, in fact. That's what makes Guernsey very special. So tonight, we shine a light on this incredible team. So thank you for their service, their kindness, and their unwavering commitment, because that's what it is. You are, quite frankly, the quiet heroes of Guernsey, but the carers. And tonight, we are going to celebrate with you. We've had a good meal. It's been good round our table. The St. John Event First Aiders. Yay! Okay.
We're normally stood at the back of the room, so this is very strange for us being at the front. We're both very excited and grateful to have won this award and to be recognised by the community for the voluntary work we do. As volunteer event first aiders, we're passionate about helping people, and for that passion and desire to serve our community, to be recognised in this way is incredible. It's an honour to have been nominated alongside so many amazing people here tonight. And we just want to say thank you to everyone in our community who voted for us. And thank you to the final judges and the sponsor Specsavers who chose us as this year's Pride of Guernsey Carer of the Year Award. Thank you.
Thank you.
Huge congratulations, St. John First Aiders. Right, our next award here at the Pride of Guernsey 2025 is the Teacher of the Year. I know so many votes and nominations through for this particular award. Teacher of the Year is sponsored by Core Fund Services and really seeks to recognise those special teachers. We all know them. They've inspired and positively influenced countless children over the years, making learning fun and accessible and really relatable and enjoyable, warm, friendly, and just that amazing learning environment. So let's find out who's up for this award. Here's Andy.
Okay, good luck, everyone. So the finalists for Teacher of the Year are, and excuse my pronunciation, but Claudia Agua-Emont. I hope that's okay. Head of Modern Foreign Languages at the Verond High since 2021, who has also been described as the sunshine in human form. So well done. Congratulations. Our second award here is to Sophie Applequist, who teaches English and is head of the upper fifth at the Ladies' College. She has been described herself as unshamingly nerdy about English. And finally, Erica de Sousa, who has, hopefully that's correct, Erica, who has been at the College of Further Education for the past 7 years and working closely with the students with special educational needs. Good luck.
Thank you, Andy, for details on our three finalists. Let's find out who is going to win. To present the award from Core Fund Services, please welcome Martin Scott.
Excuse me, my notes took a bit of time to unravel there. Good evening, everybody. Before I go to the award, I would just like to first of all say congratulations to all the finalists this evening. This is the community's chance to say thank you to you for all your efforts. So please, it's your night. Enjoy it. Literally breathe in the atmosphere and make some great memories. Okay, now, moving on to why I'm actually up here. Core is pleased to honour and is pleased to sponsor the Teacher of the Year award for the Pride of Guernsey again. Our teachers play a pivotal role in the development of the most important thing in each of our lives, our children's and our children's futures. And for that, we owe them all a huge thank you. We all have teachers who have made a difference to our lives, whether we as parents of kids ourselves or back in our own school days. I'm sure you all know who they are. And I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of audience participation here with me. And thinking of that particular teacher, I would like you to join me in a moment's applause to think of every teacher in this island who's helped us in whichever form it is, as parents, as pupils, or as former pupils. So just one moment, please. Thank you very much for that. First of all, there are 3 people on my table who thoroughly deserve that. And secondly, more importantly, that makes my speech a lot shorter. So, to coin a phrase, you're all winners this evening. Okay, so, without further ado, on to the award. I think it's fair to say the award of the Teacher of the Year is an incredibly difficult decision. A friend of mine described it to me as, it's like trying to choose who your favourite child is. And it really is, because each person has done something to many people in their tutorship who they have changed lives of or inspired in some way. So each finalist we have tonight is a special human being, and each one thoroughly deserves the award in their own right. However, as I say, there has to be a winner, and after an awful lot of deliberation, I think we were the last judging panel to leave. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the Pride of Guernsey Teacher of the Year for 2025 is Erica de Sousa. Well done. You deserve it. So, Lisa, for you.
Wow. Don't really know what to say. This isn't just for me, it's for my absolutely amazing students, their families, and my wonderful colleagues who make inclusion and opportunity possible every single day. So I'm really happy to be able to share this with them, so thank you.
Nice one. Well done, Erica. Congratulations to you. Next, we move on to Grandparent or Grandparents of the Year, sponsored by the Channel Islands Co-op. Now, this one, again, so many votes for it, celebrates all the selfless love and support given by so many grandparents here in our community across Guernsey, many of whom they just go beyond what is expected of them. There's always something else that they do to help out, maybe stepping in to help a family crisis, things like that, always being there in times of need. So let's find out who's up for the award. Our three finalists. Joe has got all the details.
And the first nominee is Mary Bailiwick. Mary was nominated by Zach, her teenage grandson, who said, "She's the nicest person I know and my best friend." It's going to start me off. The second nominee is Michaela Darrington. Michaela has 7 grandchildren aged between 1 and 8, and 2 of them have additional needs. She loves spending time with them all and says they make me happy. And the third nominee is Sue and Derek Topley. Keep busy with more than a dozen grandchildren and great-grandchildren and have been described as the beating heart of our family. Good luck, everyone.
Cheers, Joe. Some very deserving finalists there. Let's find out who's going to win. To present the award from the Channel Islands Co-op, please welcome Richard Quinn.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I'm a frequent visitor to Guernsey, but tonight it's a particular honour to be in a room with so many special people. People have been nominated from all corners of community, and community is so important in today's society. I'm delighted to be here on behalf of the Channel Islands Co-op, and being with you tonight, celebrating some extraordinary people that embody the heart of our communities and really are the pride of Guernsey. I'm sure if you're a nominee, you should be hugely proud of being in the room tonight. And I'm here to present the award for the Grandparent. Grandparents play such a vital role in community and family life. They're anchors of love, wisdom and support. And in a world where we're all trying to keep up with life, that moves so quickly, and those challenges come round those corners so unexpectedly sometimes, grandparents are the ones that sometimes step in. Not just to help and be steady hands, but ones that hold the family together. And when grandchildren are given a chance to say thank you for all the love and care, we get stories that are like this, heartfelt, full of gratitude, and hugely inspiring. The nominees on our table tonight are particularly special. Mary, your teenage grandson, Zach, nominated you. It's clear, just listening to your story, how much you mean to him and his sister. Sue and Derek Topley, 12 grandchildren, crikey. But described as just the beating heart of your family, providing and supporting your grandchildren with all their needs and being supportive and inclusive day and night. And Rhiannon described you as, change my notes, young childminders, taxi drivers, chefs, counsellors, cleaners, and all of that stuff. Cracky. So, tonight, it's great pleasure that I can announce the well-deserved winner of this year's Grandparent of the Year, Mary Bailiwick. But before...
I don't know if I've got the speech. Oh, thank you to everybody who's voted for me. I just want to say, may God bless each and every person who voted and took the trouble to do so. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And there we are. That's what it means to win one of these fantastic awards. Pride of Guernsey 2025, live here at St Pierre Park and live on YouTube. We've gone global on the Guernsey Press YouTube channel right now. So good evening if you're tuned in. Customer Service of the Year is next, sponsored by Moonpig. And this one celebrates those businesses and individuals who go the extra mile, just a little bit extra, take the time to make us feel valued, add a bit of sparkle to our day maybe. And it's all about that. So let's find out who our three finalists are. Over to Andy.
Thank you, Chief. Ready? Yeah, as always. I think I'll need counselling after tonight, actually. Anyway, well done. Congratulations. Okay, the finalists tonight for Customer Service of the Year award are Bronwyn Anderson and Sean Gordon. Bronwyn and Sean both work here at St Pierre Park Hotel and have been in the hospitality industry since they left school. They were nominated particularly for picking up a wedding halfway through earlier this year and make it a truly unforgettable experience. Well done, congratulations. Okay. We have Kevin Castro. Kevin has been restaurant manager of the Balthazar for a year and is renowned for his smile. His nominator said that his style of customer service makes the food and drinks taste a lot better. And last but not least, Alfred Symphorian. Alf has delighted families, old and young, people with their therapy rabbits, which he takes to the Friquet Garden Centre, schools and care homes on a voluntary basis. Good luck, everyone.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you very much. To find out who's going to win, to present the award from our award partner Moonpig, please welcome Andy Patch.
Evening, everyone. First thing I'd like to do is thank James and the team of the Guernsey Press for putting on another fantastic Pride of Guernsey award. I think it's their 10th year, so that's fantastic. It's an honour to be here tonight on behalf of Moonpig, proud sponsor of the Customer Service of the Year award. At Moonpig, we believe that thoughtful gestures, big or small, can make someone's day. And tonight we celebrate three wonderful examples of this. Our first finalist, Kevin Castro, is the restaurant manager at Balthazar, as you've been told. In just over a year, Kevin has made a remarkable impact with his natural warmth, attentiveness and genuine hospitality, whether it's singing for a birthday or going the extra mile to make guests feel special. Kevin brings joy and connection to every table he serves. One customer described it best: Kevin makes you feel like more than a customer. He makes you feel seen. Our second finalists, Bronwyn Anderson and Sean Gordon. Bronwyn and Sean were nominated for exceptional handling of a wedding that faced unexpected challenges. When two event managers left mid-planning, they stepped in and turned disappointment into delight. With calm, clarity and complete dedication, even missing the football, well, who can say, to make sure the cake and the first day's dance went to plan. They brought a dream day to life. Their work was described as truly unforgettable. But what even more powerful is what it means to them. As Bronwyn said, being nominated reminds me of why I chose to do what I do. And finally, Elf Symphorium gives his time entirely voluntary to share the love of rabbits with people of all ages. Through his work with the Guernsey Rabbit and Cavey Club, Elf attends parties, schools, care homes and community events, bringing comfort and joy, especially to people with Alzheimer's. As one nominee said, he was the highlight of the day. Elf reminds us what customer service is all about. It's a gift. So tonight, with great pride and presentation, to present the Customer Service Award to Bronwyn Anderson and Sean Gordon. First, I'd just like to say your passion, care and professionalism truly reflect what outstanding service is all about. And I'd like to congratulate all the 3 finalists. Thank you very much.
Bloody hell.
Neither of us expected to be here this evening, but thanks for all those that put the nominations in. It means everything. Shara and Shane at home, thank you so much. We couldn't be here without you.
And thanks, St Pierre Park Hotel, eh?
Excellent. They still can't believe it. Congratulations. Right, we move on to next the Arts Contribution of the Year, sponsored by the Guernsey Press. And this award, it recognises, it's really the important part that the arts play in our community here, celebrating those creative people who use their talents, their time, their dedication to make our community a better place. Joe has got all the details on who's up for the prize.
And the first nominee is Ben Fiore, a popular local photographer who covers everything from weddings and portraits to commercial and scenic pictures. Second nomination is Ross LeBron, cartoonist and founder of the Chalk Festival, who this year was also recognised for painting a stunning liberation mural on a house at Rockane. And the third nominee is Sean Winterflood, and the local drama scene have always been closely linked since he was a young child. He went on to run his own drama school and stepped down as the coordinator for speech and drama at the Eisteddfod this year. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you very much, Joe. To announce the winner, to present the award from the Guernsey Press, please welcome Simon Delarue.
A very good evening to you all. As a feature writer at the Guernsey Press, I consider it part of my job to spread a bit of joy around the community. So with that in mind, let me just show you, this is my entire speech for this evening, which will cheer some of you up, none less than my editor. I am very proud to be presenting the Pride of Guernsey Arts Contribution Award on behalf of the Guernsey Press tonight. We at the Guernsey Press are fully aware of the importance of the arts to our community, and I do hope that our 200 plus pages of arts coverage every year demonstrate that we take seriously our responsibility as the island's only printed daily newspaper of helping artists and their audiences find each other. The nominees this year are all deserving of our admiration, and those who have been shortlisted fully deserve the attention that they're being paid this evening. Whether by preserving our wartime history through a giant coastal mural of a B-17 bomber, giving kids a free opportunity to express themselves with chalk on tarmac, providing a platform for hundreds of islanders of all ages to reinvent themselves on a stage, or redefining our appreciation of our surroundings through imaginatively shot photographs. These nominees have and I've said this before and I'll say it again, they have added value to life as it is lived here in Guernsey. And for that, as we can hear through that applause, we all owe you and indeed give you our thanks. But I have an envelope here which announces one winner. The Guernsey Press Pride of Guernsey Arts Contribution of the Year Award goes to Sean Winterflood.
Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting my name to be called out. This is such an honour, and I thank the Guernsey Press for not only sponsoring this section, but also for sponsoring this evening as well. It's a wonderful chance for all the nominees to get together and appreciate everybody's wonderful work that they do for the island. I've been involved with the theatre since I was 6 years old, when I said my first poem in the Guernsey Eisteddfod. So that makes it 63 years that I've been involved with that. The last 15, as Simon said, in charge of the speech and drama section, which I've given up this year to somebody younger, because I'm moving on a bit. And it's been an absolute joy to be involved with that section and that community. I've had my own drama school where we had nearly over 200 pupils. We had that for 15 years, and we took so many people onto the stage who would never have got there if we hadn't encouraged them. So, but mainly, I'd like to thank everybody that voted, and to the nominations, who I don't know who they are because they're all anonymous, and to Ross, who's here. Congratulations to you for being a finalist, and to Ben, who isn't with us this evening. Thank you very much indeed.
Huge congratulations to Sean. Thank you, Simon, for presenting the award as well. 6 more to go, first of which is the Young Achiever of the Year, sponsored by our good friends here, hosting us again this year, St Pierre Park Hotel. And this one, Young Achiever, shines a light on just the great efforts of Bailiwick's exceptional, I think is the word, exceptional young people. They deserve a pat on the back, of course, for their achievements, whether they're academic, a hobby, a sport, maybe the arts. So let's find out who's up for the prize, the Young Achiever of the Year. To go through the finalists, Andy.
Okay, so here we go. Starting with Benjamin Chapman. 8-year-old Benjamin from Alderney received numerous nominations for raising over £2,000 for the Alderney Football Club by completing a bike ride around the island. Well done. Brilliant. Okay, next up we have Eva Redlinghas. Eva represented the island at the Youth Parliament sitting in the House of Commons earlier this year, the second islander to speak in the Commons, and she was also involved in the campaign to encourage more young people to vote in this year's election. Congratulations. And finally, we have Nathaniel Ward. A year ago, 9-year-old Nathaniel suddenly fell ill and was medivac to Southampton, where he stayed for 3 weeks. He was later diagnosed with Crohn's disease. He has signed up to play in the football tournament in France in Easter, and despite everything, he made it and helped his team to win the trophy. Congratulations, everyone. Good luck.
Okay, thank you, Andy. To present the awards for Young Achiever of the Year from St Pierre Park, please welcome Elizabeth Rain.
Good evening, everybody. We're still, as a team, getting over the amazing win for Sean and Bronwyn. Can I just add that Sean's parents from Scotland are here this weekend. So sorry for hijacking this award, because this is fantastic. So well done, you two. So first of all, I'm delighted that myself and the wonderful team here at St Pierre Park have the opportunity again to be hosting what is definitely our favourite event of the year. We do a lot of events here at St Pierre Park, but this one is such a wonderful one. So thank you to the Guernsey Press, wherever you are, all over the place. So thank you to everyone. When you're 8, there's a lot of what I was going to say that's already been said. But anyway, I'll say it, never mind. So everyone who's been nominated has done something really inspirational. Exceptional people who are benefiting islanders one way or another. You make Guernsey the uniquely warm, caring place to live. So as everybody's been saying, you've all won anyway. So here at St Pierre Park, we've sponsored the Young Achiever for 5 years, and it's such a great category. It feels like there's nothing more important than to celebrate young people who are making such positive contributions at this stage in their life. Imagine, they're doing these wonderful things now. Imagine what they're going to be doing in a few years' time and the future. So over the years, we've had such an interesting range of achievers. The first year that I was involved in this, we had a young girl who was 14 and had published 2 books for her peers on how to cope with the challenges of teenage life. And then last year, a wonderful young guy who loved gardening so much, he created this community garden for everybody. This year is no exception, and there's such interesting, as you've seen, really fantastic achievements. So like everybody, it's very difficult to choose, and you're already winners. So first of all, we have Nate. So Nate, this strong, determined team player who, after such a traumatic experience, was in such shock and found the courage and resilience and strength to continue and fight and literally learn to walk again, to be able to support his team. And I just think that that was such an inspiring thing to do. So I wanted you to all put your hands together again for Nate. And then we have Ben from Alderney. So the big-hearted Ben made the sacrifice. I mean, his story, raising money and awareness for the Alderney football team, started a few years ago. From what I understand, he was 5 when he started to do this. So now he's 8 and managed to raise £2,000 by cycling around Alderney, which is just amazing. So, Ben, well done. Also football related. And then somebody who's doing something not at all related to sports, and that's Eva, who really seems to be the voice of Guernsey's youngsters. So this inspiring story started around when Eva was 13. She started to get involved in supporting her peers in the Guernsey Youth Forum. And since then, as you've heard, she was one of 2 people to be selected to represent Guernsey at the Houses of Parliament. And I was hearing tonight at just what an extraordinary experience that was. So she dared to do this, driven by her commitment and joy in helping her peers to realise the power of their voices and of their votes. And with these actions, she's helping young people become engaged in politics and developing their skills to become leaders of the future and to bring about positive change. So again, really inspiring. So Eva, congratulations. I mean, how difficult is that decision? But anyway, we had to come to a decision. So 3 awesome stories, 3 exceptional young people. Thank you to you 3 for all that you're doing, and we look forward to hearing what you do in the future. But we had to choose one. And to the person who wins, I'm sure they will use this to continue their incredible efforts and work. So the Guernsey Press Pride of Guernsey Young Achiever Award goes to Eva.
my goodness. I'm not quite sure what to say, but this seems even more daunting than the House of Commons. I think I'd just like to say thank you. Thank you to the Youth Commission for all the work they do and the people who gave me the opportunity in the first place. I think their work is so underrated because they really are the lifeblood of being a young person in Guernsey with all the support they offer. I'd like to say thank you to my school and to my lovely teachers and to Mrs. Applesfist, who runs my Changemaker pathway. And don't tell anybody, but she probably is my favourite teacher. And I do think that the time I've spent at my school has been so impactful on making me who I am today. And then just to my family, to my mum, to Jack, and to my lovely uncles, I'd just like to say thank you so much for all the support that they've given me over the years. So thank you.
What a lovely speech. Well done, Eva. Congratulations. Pride of Guernsey Awards 2025, live from St Pierre Park. Next award is for Parents or Parents of the Year. This one's sponsored by Leapfrog. And this is to celebrate and recognise the important part that parents and guardians play in our community. Providing unconditional love, of course, goes without saying. Guidance, there's the care, there's the time as well to make a difference to the lives and futures of the Bailiwick's children here and young people. So let's find out who's up for winning this award. It's over to Joe, who's going to go through the 3 finalists.
And the first nominee is April Rose Dewey. April Rose lives in Herne with her husband and 3 children. And in term time, she and the children travel to Guernsey 3 days a week, wind, rain or shine, for preschool. The second nominee is Dana Dowington. Dana is a childminder, a single parent, and mother to 2 children under 5. She says that children bring more fun into her life. And the third nominee is Lisa Marshall. Lisa is a mother of 3 and a grandmother to 4, and her daughter who nominated her said the family is at the heart of everything she does. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you very much, Joe. To present the award from Leapfrog, please welcome Vicky Epperlein.
Hello. Good evening. Thank you to the Guernsey Press, and thank you to everyone that's involved in organising tonight. I know quite a lot of the team there, and I know a lot of work goes into this. Congratulations to all the winners so far and the winners to come, but also congratulations to all the nominees and finalists, however we're labelling them. Everyone's done a sterling job. Don't need to say any more about that. Everyone's said that already. On to the corporate bit, why we're here, why we're linked to this. We, at Leapfrog, all of us are parents, step-parents, guardians, or carers in some way in our company. So we understand about the love and the strength and the resilience that comes into raising a child. There's no manual, there's no warranty, and there's definitely no option to return. Just a lot of improvising, guesswork, and Googling. And in the interest of full disclosure, I actually did that last night. I sat there Googling, is this normal that my child is doing X? So I, not just throwing it out there. But so often the devotion we as parents show is quiet and unseen, but tonight we get to celebrate it. I stood here this time last year and we sponsored the same category, and I quite confidently said if we were going to do this again, I would opt for a different category because it's quite a hard one. And it was way too hard then, and it's been way too hard again to choose a winner out of the nominees. The judges, all of us on the finalist little judging table, it took a lot of work. So all of the finalists, in fact, all the nominees are remarkable. All the finalists are completely remarkable. We've heard about them all. I'm not going to reel them all off. Too much words to say. Each of their stories is very unique in what they all share is an underlying thing of strength and courage, sacrifice, and they all show an incredible amount of heart. Even speaking to some of them this evening, you can see that. They're all humbling and inspiring, as most people in the room are tonight. Some reminded us how much joy bring.
children bring to our lives, apparently. Even when life gets challenging, others showed us extraordinary commitment and resilience in the face of their adversity. So to every nominee and finalist, thank you for showing us what strength and love and devotion can truly look like in action. But not to waffle on any further, the winner of this year's Pride of Guernsey Parent of the Year Award goes to Dana Dowington.
I have nothing prepared. I didn't expect to win at all, so just a huge thank you to anyone that voted, and I'm just doing what I love, raising my children, and I'm sure there's hundreds of parents that deserve this more than I do, but thank you so much.
Huge well done, congratulations. Our next award tonight is Emergency Hero of the Year, sponsored by the Medical Specialist Group. And this one, it celebrates the dedication, the bravery of what we like to call them this, I think, the guardians of our community. They do vital work around the clock in often dangerous conditions on land, on sea and in the air to respond to emergency situations and save lives, as well as those, maybe you call them ordinary people among us, who just step up to the plate and become a hero when needed. So let's find out our three finalists. Over to Andy, who's got the details.
Okay, so the finalists of Emergency Hero of the Year, we'll start with Sergeant James Delamere. James, well done by the way, James, congratulations. James has been a police officer in Guernsey for more than 10 years for his actions while off duty in saving the life of a woman who suffered a heart attack and a cardiac arrest. I do recall that. Very impressive. Next up, we have SARC Community First Responders. Congratulations. 10 volunteers make up this group, which deals with serious emergency calls, helping the island's doctors and nurses. And finally, St John's Ambulance and Rescue Service for nearly 90 years, St John has been serving the community across the Channel Islands, including Alderney, Herm and Sark. It takes 10,000 calls a year and 6,000 emergency calls. So good luck, everyone.
Thank you very much, Andy. To present the award from the Medical Specialist Group, please welcome Sarah Ahmed.
Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to be here and part of this very special evening celebrating the achievements and the contributions of pillars of our community. So, as proud sponsors of this award, the Medical Specialist Group is honoured to recognise actions that reflect instinct, compassion and true community spirit. This year, it was a very difficult challenge to choose one person or team for this award. As I'm sure you'll all agree, the finalists in this category are all heroes who work tirelessly to protect our community in very often very stressful situations. However, a winner did have to be chosen, and the judge's decision was unanimous. I'm sorry, I'm going to be giving away who it is, but our winner demonstrated remarkable courage and presence of mind in carrying out every step of a life-saving resuscitation. Without hesitation, he snapped into action using his training and local resources with selflessness and dedication, even while off duty. Something from us all to learn from, as we may too be in a situation in a shop or in a workplace or at home, or in this case at a bus stop, where we too could save a life. He is a genuine role model whose actions not only saved a life, but also contributed to the speedier recovery thanks to his timely intervention. What makes this recognition even more special is that his good deed has sparked further community efforts, resulting in the fundraising for a new defibrillator on the island. As a young man deeply committed to Guernsey, he represents the very best of the community. And on behalf of the Medical Specialist Group, it gives me great pleasure to award this award to James Delamere.
Again, didn't have anything prepared, so great start. Thank you very much to everyone for tonight, the nominees, all of the people that are nominated. Well done, you all well deserve to be here. Policing I love, it's one of my lives, so it's where I met my wife, so I give everything to the job that I can, but ultimately it is about providing that security and that service to the community that we live in. It's one of the reasons I joined the Island Police. I'm a name, not a number. So, yes, thank you very much. And I look forward to hopefully meeting you all at some point in the future in my career. Thank you.
Huge well done and congratulations to all our winners so far here at the Pride of Guernsey 2025. 3 more awards to go. Next is Sustainability Hero of the Year, sponsored by Guernsey Energy. Now, this one aims to recognise and celebrate those exceptional individuals who have made a difference and really inspired others through their actions in helping to ensure the future environmental, economic and social sustainability of our beautiful island Guernsey here and the wider world. So let's find out more about the 3 people who are up for the prize. Over to Joe.
And our first nominee is Noah Nichols. 11-year-old Noah has dedicated himself to growing vegetables, fruits and herbs in his own time and is now turning his hobby into a little business. Our second nominee is Aggie Savenko. Aggie is operations manager at the Health and Connection shops and is a great advocate for recycling, fashion and sustainable shopping. And our third nominee is Sarah Waugh. Sarah has been described as a Wonder Woman Womble, picking up rubbish off our beaches and working in support of a range of charities. Good luck, everyone.
Love it. Some great finalists. Who's going to win? Well, to present the award from Guernsey Energy, please welcome Alex Parslow.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, what a pleasure it is to be here and witness all the great work that's been done by our fellow islanders. It's a real privilege. It's also a great privilege on a personal and a professional level to be able to present this award. Now, as you've heard, sustainability really has 2 parts. The first one is ensuring that the Guernsey we all know and love is still there for the future generations. And the second part is that you make sure you do that without damaging the environment that we're all a part of. Now, we at Guernsey Energy, we recognise that, and that's why we are committed to changing the way that we currently import energy. At the moment, we do it imported fossil energy, and our dream is that Guernsey meets its energy needs produced from the waste that we produce. Now, this year's nominees, and indeed those shortlisted, should be incredibly proud. We, as a judging team, loved reading through all the stories that people have submitted about you. And it's been a real challenge to try and nail down exactly who's going to get this award. So you all were basically reviewed the resources available to you, as well as the impacts you're having. And what made it so difficult is that the impacts are so different. The truth is actually it's a combination of all of your work is what makes this island so sustainable. However, we did have to choose one person that's going to win. And the person that we chose was someone who makes use of the island's ageing, growing infrastructure. They provide produce to the community today, and they inspire their family and friends in the process. And what that means is they represent the island's past, present, and future. So it gives me great pleasure to announce that this year's award for Sustainability Hero of the Year goes to Noah Nichols.
Thank you so much. A big thank you to everyone who's supporting me. I hope this inspires other children to grow their own food. Thank you.
How lovely. Brilliant stuff. Congratulations. Next award tonight is Diversity and Inclusion, sponsored by Intact Insurance, formerly Insurance Corporation. And this award, it recognises people and organisations as well who embrace diversity and inclusion, enhancing their community or workplace, just celebrating differences, really, and making the people around them feel valued and included. So important, that fact. So let's find out who's up for the award. Over to Andy.
Okay, so the finalists for Diversity and Inclusion Awards are Anna Baldich. Anna is a nurse at the Medical Specialist Group and has been nominated for her contributions towards destigmatising mental health. Earlier this year, she published her memoir, Me and My Shadow, documenting her personal journey with bipolar disorder. Well done, congratulations. And next up we have James Ferguson. James runs his own catering business and through it has helped many individuals with additional needs, including offering placement work. Congratulations, James. And finally, we have the Guernsey Disability Swimming, which is a volunteer-led swimming club dedicated to enabling people with a wide range of disabilities to swim in a safe and supportive environment. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Andy. Some incredible finalists there. Let's find out who's going to win. To present the award from Intact Insurance, formerly Insurance Corporation, please welcome Sarah Beattie.
Good evening, everyone. As everyone has said, it is a real pleasure to be here this evening as part of the Pride of Guernsey Awards. Massive thank you to everyone who's been involved in the organisation and making it such a big success. It really is a celebration that captures the heart and soul of our local community and what makes Guernsey so special. For the past 2 years, I've had the privilege of being involved in the awards, and it is fair to say it has fast become my favourite event of the year. I really do love the feeling in the room, the stories we hear and the people we meet. It's a really powerful reminder about what makes us all so special. Tonight's particularly meaningful for us as Intact Insurance, so previously known as Insurance Corporation. We've recently rebranded, and it's an honour to continue the legacy in the island and continue to support the community in this way. One of the ways we like to do it is via this award, so diversity and inclusion. It recognises people who champion fairness, representation and belonging, which are values we deeply value within our business. Inclusion isn't just a word, it's a commitment. And tonight we honour people who honour that commitment every single day. They challenge the norm, they break down barriers, and they create spaces that make people feel like they belong. That kind of courage and compassion deserves to be recognised and celebrated. To all the nominees on the table, thank you. You inspire us, you remind us that progress is possible, and you've made a real powerful impact in each in your own way. The judges had an incredibly difficult job this year in trying to find a winner because everybody stood out. But there was one particular case that really stood out for us. The winner tonight inspired the judges by taking vulnerability and suffering and turned it into triumph. They didn't just overcome challenges, they used their experiences to create something positive that others can benefit from. That kind of strength, empathy, and leadership is what this award is all about. To our winner, thank you for teaching us what resilience is about. You remind us that it's not just about policies and practices. Inclusion is about people. And your story is a beacon of hope for anyone that may be struggling and showing them that healing can be possible. So on behalf of Intact Insurance, it gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of the Pride of Guernsey's Diversity and Inclusion Award is Anna Bowditch.
I wasn't expecting that, but I just prepared something just in case. So, when sectioned in a secure unit, I would have never have dreamt of beating bipolar and using my experiences to educate others, let alone standing here tonight and receiving this award. By writing my book, Me and My Shadow, and being part of several mental health care improvement platforms has enabled me to turn what has been such a negative ordeal into something positive, being in a position now to help so many people that are starting to reach out to me. I hope that by me winning this award will continue to contribute to breaking down that stigma and encourage that much needed mental health conversation. Thank you to the Guernsey Press for this initiative and to the sponsors. I am particularly grateful for both those who nominated and voted for me. This is a lovely boost and means so much. Thank you.
Just brilliant. Congratulations, well deserved, Anna. Okay, Pride of Guernsey, it's been a brilliant evening with all these amazing people in the room. The final award is Angel of the Year. This is sponsored by Titan Wealth. Now, it aims to acknowledge the work of the many health professionals who have dedicated, well, sometimes their whole careers to looking after our well-being and, in many cases, saving lives along the way, often working around the clock and under extreme pressure as well. Angel of the Year. Let's find out who the three finalists are. It's over to Joe.
And the first nominee is Dr. Alia Anderson, who works at St Sampson's Medical Centre and has been a doctor for 16 years. Her nominator described her as a truly exceptional with an incredible kind heart. Our second nominee is the Critical Care Unit. This ward at the hospital specialises in providing care for critically ill patients, and their nominator said the team truly are angels among us. And our third nominee is Jake Williams. Jake dedicates his weekends to working as a carer at Le Bourg Hospice. On top of demanding a full-time job, he's always prepared to do everything he can for those in his care, including cooking Christmas lunch last year for patients and their families. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you very much, Joe. Okay, well, who's going to win Angel of the Year? To find out, to present the award from Titan Wealth, please welcome Robin Newbold.
Thank you, everyone. Someone earlier said that going last would be quite tricky, and they were right. I was doing okay until Anna just spoke, and that hit me pretty hard. Aside, what an incredible evening it has been, a reminder of just how lucky we are to call Guernsey our home. I'm extremely honoured to present the last award of the 2025 Pride of Guernsey. Yet again, we've learned about so many truly incredible and inspirational islanders, and we have heard extraordinary stories about dedication, selflessness, courage, and resilience. Whilst it's the first time that the quite recently rebranded Titan Wealth has sponsored this award, the company's been involved with Pride of Guernsey and Pride of Jersey. Where? Oh, the other place. It's just a little bit warmer and further south. Since the very beginning in 2015. Over this past decade, the team's been very lucky to meet nurses, doctors, everyday heroes and volunteers who go an extra mile to make the difference. It's been our pleasure to spend just a few hours in the company of finalists, understanding more about what drives them and being able to say thank you for their kindness. I'm very proud of Titan Wealth's passion and commitment at being part of the community, not just supporting events such as tonight, but also key sponsors of netball, football, cricket community, Christmas toy appeal, and the new Victoria football stand, to name but a few. But being here at Pride of Guernsey is an undoubted highlight for us in this calendar year, and now you all know why. Our Angel of the Year finalists were the critical care unit that helps islanders at a time when they are literally their most vulnerable. Jake Williams, who volunteers selflessly at Les Bourgs each weekend while also holding down a full-time finance job. And Dr. Anderson, who shows her dedication and perseverance in putting patients at the heart of everything she does. They're all exceptional, and we thank them from the bottom of our hearts. And everyone nominated in Angel of the Year for all they do to help our islanders. As others have said tonight, choosing a winner was an almost impossible task, but after much deliberation, the judges did reach a decision, and I'm therefore delighted to announce that the winner of the Pride of Guernsey Angel of the Year Award is Jake Williams.
Oh, golly. So for me, the intensive care unit is, the group of them are the people who look after those who have the, basically, they're people who would come to a very early end of their life if it wasn't for the compassion and the care of the critical care team. And for Dr. Anderson, she's devoted her career to looking after the most deprived people in Guernsey and in England, and I'm sure in other places in the world too. And when I think of those stories and compare that to mine, I think for me it would mean everything to share this all with you. Thank you.
Oh, what a great way to finish. Well done, Jake, and all our winners tonight. That is it. 13 amazing awards. I think, well, hopefully you'll join me in thanking the Guernsey Press for putting these awards on. Let's hear it for the Guernsey Press. Just love it every year. And I'm sure you agree, there's so many amazing things going on that we don't get to hear about. It's awards like this. It's these awards that we get to find out. So thank you to our finalists. Thank you to our award partners. Let's hear it for Joe and Andy Prio, by the way, our guest hosts. Well done, guys. Great to see you. Well done to our winners. And we're going to wear their Guernsey Pride of Guernsey medals with honour. And thank you. There's one more thing to do. All the winners tonight, the 13 winners, we need you on stage for a group photo. Okay, so if you can do that right away. And that's it. On behalf of all of us here, a very good evening. We'll speak again soon. Take care.